All right, back to Randy Johnson. If this past week taught us anything, it's that everyone has a story to tell about the big unit. You know, earlier in the week, I got the chance to catch up with two guys who know him very well. D-backs hero Luis Gonzalez and former manager Bob Brenly. Get this is only the second time since winning the World Series that these two have done an interview together. Here are their favorite Randy Johnson stories.
When he probably left the house, driving to the ballpark, he was already in game mode.
1-2, and that's strike three called, and he's peering in as he walks off the mound.
Bob, from a manager standpoint, what was it like to manage a guy like Randy Johnson?
Oh, I mean, you feel real smart one time through that rotation, you know.
2-2 to Castro. Randy Johnson has tied the Major League record.
I was a fan a lot of times when he pitched. You just stand back and watch. It was amazing.
He was the ultimate competitor, but when you came to him and were like, hey, enough's enough, or I got to take you out, I mean, he was all business with that, right?
Oh, yeah, that wasn't the easiest job in the world.
We all knew he had a routine, and, you know, even like spring training, there was times where BB would pencil him into pitch, and if one of us had a day off in spring training, he would physically walk up to you and say, hey, why aren't you playing today? He wanted the 9 guys, the 8 other players and him pitching to all be in the lineup. He goes, if I'm out there, I want you out there.
You had a mic on during the World Series, Game 6, and the conversation you had with him after the 7th inning when you decided, hey, you were going to pull him, and you asked him, hey, can you give me one more tomorrow, and he said yes.
Could you throw an inning tomorrow if we stop it down? You could? Well, yes, definitely. Okay, then we'll hit for you right here. We'll get with you now.
When did you first think about throwing him the next day, and was there a look in his eye that told you, hey, he'll give me whatever I need tomorrow?
Well, I think I first thought about it when we got to the World Series because, you know, a lot of us had waited a long time to get there, and I figured they're going to be just as committed as I am, and if I ask a guy to pitch back-to-back days or ask Gonzo to steal a base or Matt Williams to put down a bunt, we're all going to do it because this is where we want to be and this is what we want to do.
If it dictates that you need me to pitch, I mean, I'll be ready. Trust me.
I mean, we wanted to make sure we had that one in the bag before we pulled Randy off the mound, so I just asked him, you know, you got any left in the tank for tomorrow? And he says, as long as you guarantee me you're going to pitch me tomorrow, you can take me out tonight. And then I went in the clubhouse later and asked him again, but it was exactly the answer I expected.
How much different is player Randy Johnson versus retired Randy Johnson?
We've heard him talk more in the last week than we've heard in the 5-6 years we were here with him. I mean, the first day that he was walking into the press conference, I was like, hey, Randy, don't forget to be your charming self, because we all know how he's so intimidating. And, you know, and then when he got in there and he started talking, everybody was looking around. We were all in disbelief if that was the same guy.
Did you ever think he would talk this much?
Oh, no, not at all.
Did he ever talk to you this much?
Oh, no. No. I mean, we had a few conversations about the Seattle music scene, Mother Love Bone, and some of the real early grunge bands, but it still amazes me to this day. But, you know, why not? He's earned it.